All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for HunterxHunter, episode 130. Okay. Yeah, Neferpito and Gon have arrived at the outskirts of where Kite is kept.
Yes.
And...
yeah.
Oh, boy.
Killwa's got Kamugi.
Killa has Kamugi.
He fended off Poof.
She's okay.
Yeah, she's okay.
Poof went back to the castle because he's in a Poof panic about the Gungi board.
He's got to clean up before Mom comes home. But
I love
who knows how well that will go.
Yeah, I love how panicked Poof is. He
yeah.
is absolutely like
He's
mile a minute, like gotta fix everything. Everything's.
You almost might say that he's a little bit scatterbrained.
Yeah.
You know,
I get it. I just had to. If anything, you had to put on glasses. You know, he's a little bit scatterbrained, and I just be your hype man. Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll probably get more of Gon and Neferpito though this episode, hopefully, because that was kind of the focus at the end of the last episode.
Right. We have a small party of people still at the palace from the Hunter
scattered
group.
Around.
Yeah, we have Melioran, we have Knuckle, we have Palm, a new member, Killua, and Ikalgo.
Right.
And that's it.
But they've kind of split the party.
And don't you know you never split the party. I mean, they did that in the beginning.
Well,
too,
yeah, but now it's like completely split
the
up.
party is shattered into a million pieces all over the place. Yeah. I mean,
at least they can't kill all of you now.
At the very least, the king doesn't have the memories of the attackers themselves, so he's kind of relying on his royal guard to fill him in on that data, which means he might not feel a pressing need to eliminate them all as fast as possible.
Yeah,
because he's now a god. Because
they're
around,
all what, ants compared to him.
You're on a roll, Jacob. This is great. All right, guys, we're hyped for this episode. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, we're gonna start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now. Ooh. See, that's the thing. The poison that he said there.
Oh. Wait, did he poison Kamugi?
I don't know. I mean, he might have.
And the fact that they mentioned that as the thing
that
was before the opening, and just that.
Yep.
That's concerning.
That is very concerning.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, guys. I got Sayanogage Aki nande narisa Yarete suteru kokori Kananatu nikagaru. You just try again. Yagi no nakete. You just go away. Nigami fight the zone to divide the kankaru. Dora kankayu kete. Dunana dona deluke. Tenshina naga ni lisu.
It feels so weird seeing the lower Chimera ants in the
again,
still.
Right? We're just like, oh yeah, you guys, that's
you
right.
existed. That's right.
Oh, okay. You have an army.
I know I've said this before, but I love... Oh!
Brilliant, Knuckle!
Yes!
That's actually genius. Like, that's the safest place to hide.
But where did they, I wouldn't think there would be empty spaces normally, so where did they move the people that would have been standing there?
You just pick them up and move them, you know?
Sure.
They're all under hypnosis, you know?
Right.
And they recede into his back. Oh,
Okay.
good. Gotcha.
Oh, he can only have it on one person at a time.
Right,
Gotcha.
right.
Makes sense.
Wow. Oh.
Where's APR?
They're not close enough.
Well, right, but it would still be visible.
Oh.
Cleanup crew, get to work!
This is hilarious. They exploded, yeah. Yep. Okay.
Kamugi doesn't look conscious.
No. And we
Is
don't
that
know if
the-
that's the poison, potentially, or...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so he kind of looks from above. Oh. Gotcha. Okay.
Cool.
So those are the conditions. Oh, that's cool. Wow.
Alright. I guess she just doesn't have any depth perception now.
Right.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Wait, so she can only have 3 people loaded in memory, essentially?
Right.
Or is it just
Or
that
is
she
it-
can only watch 3 at once?
Yeah.
Like, would it replace the feed that she's watching, or would it be that...
I think they'd be
She could
replaced
never-
forever. She'd never be able to look at them until
That's-
she... It's a pretty strong, condition. Okay. Hey. Good on Poof to be everywhere.
Man, Poof is a sneaky little bugger.
Yeah, he is. Are we going back to Welfin? Hey.
Oh, okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right.
Oh, is this Gon and Pito? I think it is, yeah.
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 Okay, cool.
Okay.
I've never been more chilled when someone said Susume before.
Yeah.
In like a very subtle way, just like
It's usually so hype.
right. Okay.
And then Neferpito swings around and Tries to take Gon's head off. Oh.
But what about Gon's senses?
Oh, that's brilliant, Poof.
Wow.
That's brilliant.
Dang. Poof,
That
you
is
sick
brilliant.
bastard.
Oh boy.
And you're telling me Gon didn't hear her say, "Got it"? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Jeez.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah. Ah, so his spell is basically just manipulating them. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's thinking they'll kill Kamugi for him. Brilliant.
Oh boy, oh boy. Here we are.
All right. She could use Kite against Gon.
She could do so much here. But Gon is fired up.
Yeah, he is.
Everything that he
but
cares
this is
about.
Neferpito. Like,
I know, but at the very least, I don't see her pulling a fast one on him. I see it more going into an all-out like power for power match where where Gon won't necessarily win. So okay.
Oh
Here
boy.
we go.
Oh
Let's
boy.
start talking.
It doesn't seem Gon noticed.
No. Oh, that's the "you're about to die, I want to know your name."
Is she going to be honorable?
Wow. She's going to be like, I can't. Wow. Yeah. I mean.
And.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, his eyes. Oh, God. Reality just slapped him upside the head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh, so maybe she could have healed him, but they just weren't in time.
Possibly.
That's gonna be the thing. Gon's gonna focus on that. He's gonna be like, yep.
No. Oh no. During the fight. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she ripped his head off.
Yeah. Okay. God. The way they're making his eyes be like a low fire, you know, like. Oh, he's gonna cry. Yeah.
But that's good. Him crying is good.
So she's going to explain what I had to do in order to actually make him be like this. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. I mean, we knew, but like, for Gon to now just accept it.
Well,
I mean, maybe
he hasn't done that yet.
It. I mean, but just at least be aware that this is reality.
Right.
No.
Well, I guess he finally got through the first stage of mourning.
No.
I love that there's just no sound.
Yeah. And the next time she checks, it's gonna be. Stuff. Yeah, just take the thanks and be done with it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That callback. That's so good. Oh.
That a callback?
Yeah, you should check every, like, 60 seconds.
Or just keep it perpetually. Ooh. Okay,
oh,
show
they're
us.
gonna do it. They're gonna do a thing of, like, what are we missing, you know?
Okay, now that this track is playing, I'm thinking this is gonna be okay.
This is so soft and so just.
That part was so cool.
Yeah, it was.
Just all the trees
They just all just die instantly. Whoa. That's like another, like,
version
of himself. Wow, and Pito's like, oh.
Oh, boy.
Pito's just kind of sitting here and letting this happen. That's kind of nice of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Ugh. Wow. Oh, man. Oh, he's cracking. Yeah, he's cracking.
Or is she gonna have... Maybe not.
Oh. The music, you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
The little whine with
yeah.
in the background.
Poof you.
Don't laugh too loudly, they'll hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, they're ending the episode here.
Okay.
Oh, man. Wow.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, okay.
Wow.
So her cutting off her sleeve makes me think that she's going to... She doesn't have anything to heal on herself. So it seems like on her arm. Like Pito wasn't injured as far as we know.
She broke her arm, right?
Oh.
Didn't she?
Was that it? Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't she
Oh.
when they were the thing, didn't
Yeah,
she like strike her arm and or didn't she just grab it and just go and just break it and
that's
stuff?
right. That's right. Yeah.
And it's just been slumped there to the side all this time.
That's right. Yeah, I never noticed it because pain doesn't seem to affect her because,
right.
She's
a monster.
She's a monster. She's tough.
Very tough.
And she hasn't really used her arms.
Right.
Like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's because it's
I thought she was going to try and do some kind of, like, crazy surgery on herself, and it was going to be something crazy, like, from that angle, but...
Possibly? But, I don't think so, though.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. But, Okay. This feels like a setup episode.
Yeah.
But it's setting up for some potentially good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Poof.
Okay. Poof, you sick genius.
I take my hat off to you.
Yeah, you little bastard.
Yeah.
You are doing a good job at your little game.
You really are.
I can't wait to see it fall apart. But
but
right now, the pieces are moving in your favor.
This is like one of those things where there's all the people with like their overpowered abilities, right? You know, 'cause
right.
this is a tabletop RPG.
Yeah.
And everyone's all like, "Oh, okay, this is crazy,"
Right.
and they're in that point where they're thinking about it very much like a puzzle, right? And then Poof is that one player who's like, well, hold on a second. This is still a role-playing game.
Right.
There are many ways to fight without actually using stats.
Yes.
So, I'm gonna do that. And,
he did it,
too. He did. He really did.
The phone part, I have to admit, I completely forgot about that. Like, her having the phone in her pocket.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, Neferpito.
When did she end up getting that?
Well, I think they all had them.
Okay, yeah.
For communication purposes.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it's like, okay, yeah, that's plausible that she would have a phone, right? So I didn't really think much of it. But yeah, they probably did very intentionally set that up.
Well, that was something back with the whole Welfin thing, and even then back with the whole...
Oh, right, yeah.
The whole communication, the radio waves things,
right.
That distracts it distracts their ability to use telepathy and stuff.
Well, and I think they say something about how the
Royal Guard don't have
the Royal Guard don't have that. Yeah,
so they need this.
Yep.
But specifically using Welfin to basically make her suspicion of it, being not on, Poof at all.
Yeah.
And then him leveraging Welfin's, injuries against him to make him do this.
Yep.
When he was probably very scared of Neferpito's wrath if he was, lying to her.
Oh, absolutely.
I think they're both, equally terrifying. But the Royal Guard in front of him is scarier than the Royal Guard that's way far away.
Yeah. Time is what keeps everything from happening all at once, and distance is what keeps everything from happening to me.
Yes. Yeah. The idea, though, that Gon didn't hear that with his senses seems like a little bit of a convenience thing.
Right, like, because here's the thing. Even if it's not something that could be heard and distinguished as, like, what's going on...
Right.
You'd still be able to hear it. Okay.
At least the vibrating.
Well, right. And the thing is that even a normal person, I would say, would be able to hear that, even if they wouldn't be able to tell what was being said. So,
yes.
And with Gon, Gon senses is probably the biggest thing that's been sort of like...
The vague, overpowered thing that he can do.
The vague, overpowered thing that's really just there for when it's convenient. And then when it's not convenient, it's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very surprised that Gon did. Like, I thought he was, like, playing it.
I thought he was playing it, too.
He's like, yeah, okay, I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I've got this all under control. You're walking in front of me and all that stuff.
You could say that Gon heard it, and based on his translation of events and stuff, he doesn't understand what's actually being communicated. But the thing is, they didn't even go into that.
Yeah.
So it felt a little bit of a plot contrivance.
And so, but the fact that Gon didn't hear it, it's like, okay, I see why they didn't do that, because they wanted to get to the moment that they had here, which is
keep it simple.
Right, keeping it simple. Keeping it simple is good.
Yeah.
And showing Gon realizing that Kite's dead.
And there's nothing that can be done about it.
Yeah. Can't bring the dead back to life,
Yep.
So that was... Like, I loved seeing basically him grieving, right? But then also the that internal state that's
Yeah.
that's saying, no, she did this, right?
Yeah.
You know, the anger and the sorrow at the same time. It
Yep.
was excellent.
warring together in his mind.
Mm-hmm.
The bit though where they showed him like rotating and stuff in the little flashing imagery though, that's the Gon spiraling out of control.
Right.
And this has been something that, you know, we've kind of been expecting for a while, the whole thing of how will Gon react when he finds out that Kite can't be saved. Well, the question is now, you know, what circumstances... Well, no, the question back then was what circumstances will him understanding that be under? Like, what will be the environment?
Right.
Now we know they're alone.
Yep.
It's Neferpito and Gon, and Dr. Blythe, I guess.
Yeah.
Healing Neferpito. Gon is still in a denial stage of things because he is not willing to accept, like you said, he's not done that yet. He's observing what he believes to be reality, but he has not accepted reality yet.
Right. There's that disconnect, there's that contradiction, that the thing that he can't rectify, right?
Yeah.
And that's, I'm really glad that they went this route.
Yeah.
While the thing of him not hearing the phone, I think that doesn't really make sense.
Right.
The fact that they choose to have this be the way that he handles Kite's death, I'm very glad about that, because they already had episode 116 as the thing, right? They already had that.
Well, it's not over.
It's not over. But we know
over.
that emotion's there, right? So if they had it just be that when he sees Kite's dead body, that still would have been very emotional, but it would have been missing out on some of the punches, because one of the whole points about human beings is that we're complicated creatures. And when we're feeling things, it's very rarely a one-dimensional emotion. There's usually a whole swirl of chaotic mess of stuff in here, especially for something like this. So the fact that we saw Gon be kind of just broken by it, right?
Yeah.
Like, Gon is always, he's the determinator, right? The true determinator.
Right.
And the fact that this just cut his legs out from under him, it's
pretty good.
Yeah, it hits
pretty
hard.
good.
It's hard.
It's something that I think it's good that we see that it hits Gon hard, because the audience doesn't have as much connection to Kite.
Right.
Now, that's apparently the fault of the anime adaptation, in that there were a lot of manga things with Kite
that
weren't in there.
But
and that's okay. That's okay. The idea that Gon cares this much is easily translatable.
And even if they had a lot more stuff with Kite in this version, the fact that the show is so long, and then this was episode 130, if it was stuff that was, say, 100 episodes earlier, that would still be better. It would still help. But the fact of seeing how much it affects Gon, that is still the
important part.
That's the primary anchor that we have to all of this.
Well said.
So the fact that they dwelled on it so long, that they did such a good job with it, the fact that, like, there would be all the, you know, crazy stuff happening, and then but no noise here. No
noise.
And then Gon is, just in this place and empty, and the idea
no
that
Neferpito even.
Neferpito even, and the fact that he was saying, "Help me," right? One of the things that I was thinking is that, like, he didn't say, like, kill why aren't you here when I need you, or or something like that. He just said,
someone
help me, just someone. And this is maybe just a little headcanon for me right now, right? But one, that's a completely different emotion than he was feeling in 116, right? That is not an angry emotion, right? It's a help me, I'm all alone here, and I don't know how to handle this.
Right.
There was a part of me that was wondering how Gon would have responded if Neferpito had tried to comfort him. Like, he's saying, oh, it's all my fault, and if she had been like, no, come on, it wasn't your fault. I killed him. Or something like that, right? Because when Gon said, help me, the fact that he didn't specify, I almost would think that, in a way, in some small way, he even would have been accepting of Neferpito trying to help him.
Yeah,
it wouldn't have simplified the equation. It wouldn't have made it so he didn't still hate her, right? But the idea that he feels so lost and so alone here that he doesn't really care who it comes from.
I'm with you. I feel like he would accept it for the smallest microsecond and then reject it.
Right.
but it basically be like he rejected it.
Yeah. But still, just the idea that even if it was for like a microsecond, that is incredibly telling of where Gon is at right now.
Yeah. The boy is alone. The boy is broken or breaking, and hopefully, even if things do go to pot here, hopefully at the very least, now that Killua is aware of what's going on, I just want him to be like, all right, give me coordinates, give me an idea. It's like, well, it's where we left Kite, and they moved off going, east or something like that. Okay,
right.
go.
And then it becomes an exchange of like, I'll give you Komugi if you you've got Gon, right? And, because I guess
he could take
Neferpitou could probably kill Gon.
Well, yeah, but that could be it. Like he takes Komugi, to her, and they're he's basically holding up her, and she's like holding a lifeless Gon, like nearly lifeless
by the throat. Yeah, and he's like, if he dies, she dies.
Yeah, and then it's the thing of, wait a minute, I thought
right,
and then who knows what
and then
happens
that would and then that would be one of the most perfect ways for everything to unravel for Poof, because as soon as Komugi is back in Neferpitou's not broken arms, Poof's screwed.
Because there's a lot of ways in which Poof is screwed. The easiest one is, let's go with we're gonna hide in the crowd, kind of thing, and
which was great.
All they really need to do is just not take Komugi. And then just have Palm or Knuckle just basically be like holding her and stuff, and the king just kind of glances in that general area, and he like, it just triggers something, and he's like, wait a minute, there's someone I'm supposed to know about, and then he doesn't even need that much, and it just he just remembers, and Poof's like, no, like, and then
and that will be so satisfying. Like the comeuppance there will be just absolutely delicious.
Do you want let's debate Poof. Poof's ending,
his demise.
Do you want him to kill himself, or do you want the king to kill him, or do you want someone else to kill him? Because of all the royal guard, I think Poof has to die.
Oh, Poof definitely has to die.
Yeah.
It could be. I've said before that I love.
What if he Kalgo snipes him?
That would be hilarious, but I don't think so.
But that would be such an underwhelming way to kill this little just bugger.
Yeah. Because
so
I've mentioned that I would absolutely be up for a Javier ending for Poof.
Where he's like,
where he realizes that maybe the king is about to kill him, and the idea of the king basically deciding that you are of no further use to me and I want you dead is enough to kill him.
Sure.
But I also have always wanted to see, ever since the whole setup of Neferpitou healing Komugi, the fact that Shia definitely wants Komugi dead.
Yeah,
I have always wanted to see a showdown between Neferpitou and Shia. Now, that wouldn't really work here, because Poof. Because what it would, if it did happen, it would be something where Killua exchanges for Gon or whatever, right?
Sure.
Then Neferpitou is on the way back. And Shia knows about this, so he goes over to try and kill Komugi, right? Because he's not even trying to defeat Neferpitou, because he couldn't. He's at 1/7 whatever, and Neferpitou. But he's basically like, okay, I'm just gonna try and kill Komugi, and then it's something similar to what happened with Killua, but then Neferpitou is just Neferpitou, and then ends up getting to the king and saying. And basically telling on the parent, or telling on the sibling to the parent, but and then
Wait a minute, does the king even know Neferpitou exists?
I don't know, but he immediately recognized Yuppie and Poof
because
when
he saw them.
Because he saw them. So if
he hasn't seen,
so he probably doesn't recognize her yet. But once he saw her, he would recognize her.
Well, yes, but I'm saying, does he know she exists? Recognizing is a thing that you have to be able to see someone in order to do. So I'm saying, in his mind is he like, where's my third royal guard?
That's a good question. The fact that Yuppie's there, though, I would say that if Yuppie hasn't mentioned like where he thinks Neferpito's at, or just that Neferpito is somewhere, yet, then I don't know.
I don't think they have any reason to mention her because it's like, well, we don't know. We don't know.
Well, I mean, I would say that's a pretty good reason because it's like, you know, she's one of the 3 royal guard. It's like, where's our other piece, you know?
With just saying where is someone, he'd be like, who's that? And be like, oh, a royal guard. Be like, okay, she's fine. She's one of you, right? But I'm saying, does he have a? Because if he, that's my thing, is that if he has some way to be relayed information that she exists, he has to then be like, Neferpito. He'll hear himself saying the name, and then he'll think back to the last thing he said to Neferpito, and I'm wondering if that's going to be potentially the trigger that cycles in the whole Kamugi thing.
Gotcha.
That's why I want to know, does he know she exists? Because he can be told that she's a person and stuff, but if he doesn't hear like the name Neferpito, he might not or Pito, he might not actually like because he can know maybe that there's a third royal guard, but if he doesn't know that it's Neferpito or Pito, then yeah. So it's just a thought.
Yeah, that would definitely be a very cool bit of jumps and things that they could do with that bit of information or lack of information.
Yeah. We learned a little bit more about Palm's ability.
Yes,
it's
we now way more limited than we originally thought.
Yes, we thought it was a way more way more powerful version of it. But we now know that in some ways it is perfect with those 3 people. She gets not just a viewing of them; she gets a viewing of their environment. Somewhat.
And who's the third one? Because she has Killua, and then Gon, and Poof.
Wait,
the
why
3 people that she's watching.
Killua?
Didn't she say it was Killua, or was it?
So there's Poof. There's Gon. Why would she be looking at Killua, though?
Just that he was one of the people that she had been keeping tabs on. Like, that's how she found him and such.
Oh, okay. Then, then it is Killua. Yeah. I guess she's just using it because he's, the most, recent one, I guess.
Sure. But yeah, that makes her ability way less OP, because if it was just, I have an infinite catalog of people that I can just be like, yeah.
I mean, we on some level knew that there would be some kind of drawback for it.
Right. I thought it was something where it's like, okay, she can only look at one at a time or something like that. So
that's what I thought, yeah.
So that way it's not just like some ultimate spy net, but it's like, okay,
but that she could have a unlimited library, she can just only focus on one at a time.
Right, exactly. But yeah. Okay. And this might be like maybe like something that's changed because she doesn't have to like use blood and things like that with an external object. It's just something that she can always do. So maybe that's like something that changed about it, because we don't know if that was how it was originally. I don't know. But
well, I've forgotten most of the things regarding Palm's abilities because
it was so long.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Specifically with what Poof is doing, and he's removing the Gungi board and everything from this. He's like, hurry! I love the humor of that. But the funny thing is that he's doing all this, but the palace is the palace. Like, all of this is the way it is. The specifics within it, going into the room, he has to be playing a very dangerous game of guiding the king in a specific kind of way path.
Right.
It's basically like, let's say an example would be you have a unit in an RTS and you're moving them in such a way around damaging environments. Basically, if they go on this like purple splotch on the ground, they'll take damage. But the thing is, this unit takes a very long time to turn, and it can't stop moving once it started moving. So you're like, you're moving the splotches around too.
Or another example would be, okay, Age of Empires. I know, way back. But scouting with a sheep. You got to make sure that it doesn't get close enough to any of the enemy units that it turns, right? But you can still control it and have it go around and find things.
But the minute it sees any of them, changes color and you lose your sheep.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst is when it like goes out and the sheep goes out. And the minute it's gone, like, past your base and stuff, one of the random scout cavalry of the
Yeah,
other
yeah,
guys
so
just
you-
kind of bumps past it, and you're just like, what the frick?
Or you're not watching it as it's scouting. You like go away for a second, and then suddenly everything's dark, and you're like, well, I don't know what it was that I didn't see. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like that. Do you feel like the Gone situation do you think we're going to see basically, because my thought is that basically this stage of Gone's emotional, hoobity-ha is going to reconnect back with 116.
It could, and that's what I was originally thinking. But given what happened this episode, I feel like that's getting less likely, because he's getting to the point where he's starting to at least, deal with the fact that Kite is dead, even though he hasn't accepted it yet. I would not be surprised to find out if the whole bit in the opening of him exploding was more of just a hint at 116, and that now that that's happened, it's kind of more or less over, like we're never going to get something on that same level. We could. Especially if they end up fighting, which it seems like they're going to.
Well, the main reason why I would say it's not going to happen is that Neferpito just leaves.
Sure.
The thing is she's staying.
She's patching up her arms. It's like...
Yeah, this is the... Okay, while he's grieving, I'm going to quickly patch up my arm. It'll take 90 seconds or something, because it's just a bone. I'm not regenerating organs or anything, like,
exactly.
For instance.
Yeah.
But, like...
That could
once
be something...
that's done, that's the, like... And, sorry, kid, nothing personal,
Right,
And
exactly.
that's the kind of thing where I could feel like, if she's doing it for that reason... then they're going to fight.
Then they absolutely will fight, and it'll be crazy. And
Gon is going to channel Grog and be like, I would not to rage.
Yeah.
And
now here's the crazy thing, though. Okay, so that could absolutely happen, and it would be amazing and incredible. And the whole idea of Killua coming in to do the exchange and save Gon and all that stuff, I love it. I love it so much. The idea of Gon using his rage to fight, though, seems a bit expectable, if that makes sense. And
expectable?
I know, totally not a word. But the idea that it's something that a bunch of other shonen would do. And HunterxHunter...
Hunter, never does this, though.
Exactly. So... because HunterxHunter works so hard to make sure that the things they do are not in line with what traditional shonen would do.
Okay.
They could do something where Neferpito then has to basically deal with her loyalty to the king, with the flip side of, here is this grieving child, and I'm going to kill them. Now, given what she's done previously...
we don't know if she's going to kill him yet.
We don't know.
We don't know if she has any intent to harm him.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah.
In some ways, the main reason why she would try to kill him here is she said that we can't basically let him get near the king.
Right.
And that's something that I think in some ways it's something where he's not like a huge threat right now. It's just that it would be a safer thing to just be like walk up and just go pop,
and in order to do that, she needs her arms.
Well,
so
I think it's mainly she's taking advantage of the fact that he's in some ways emotionally CC'd at the moment.
Right. And she's like, I don't know how long this will last, but until then,
that's the other thing, though. If she's looking at it as him being emotionally CC'd, and she has the desire to kill him, I would just walk up and do it now.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. I don't think she's necessarily going to try to kill him here. My thought is that this is how I see it playing out.
Okay.
Gon is on an emotional journey right now.
Yes.
And it's a very painful one. The thing is that he has this other part of him that's being like, no, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's her. It's her. It's Pito. It's this monster. Now, here's the thing. There's a progression that happens whenever you go on a journey. You end up going to a place. But the progression there sometimes changes.
It's not always a straight line.
It's not always a straight line. So what I see happening is that Gon ends up in a place where he cannot accept this because he does not have anyone like Killua around to basically be his compass in this stage. He needs Killua there, like right now.
Yes,
like right now.
Killua would set
in about 20 seconds of just being there, like holding him, consoling him, comforting him, just being his friend. The thing is that Pito isn't his friend. So what I think's gonna happen is she's gonna heal her arm, and he's just gonna be like, why didn't you? And he's just like, no. Then Pito just starts walking away, and I think that's going to be the thing that like actually sets him off. He's like, but you said you would heal him,
right? And that's
you didn't even try. Why didn't you try?
Sure. You turned her against.
Well, I think it's something going to be where it's got to be something where he's looking at this at a very like simple-minded Gon type of way.
Yeah.
She came here to do a thing, and she didn't even try. And I think Gon, being the determinator, would go, you didn't determinate.
Right, yeah.
You didn't give it your effort.
So what if he was already dead and his soul was gone and you ripped off his head and whatever and just sewed it back together?
Yeah, don't you tell me you can't heal.
Yeah, anything can be done as long as you have enough.
But I don't see it being done in a positive way. I see it being done in more of a like you're not going to try? Like what did you like even worse, you're just gonna heal your own arm and walk away?
Well, yeah, and the thing is, okay, so if they do fight,
yeah,
I hope this happens if they fight, because
that?
This would just be too good. Is Neferpito just uses Dr. Blythe, picks up Kite's corpse, and has it attack Gon?
Really?
Yeah. Because think about it.
But isn't that a weaker thing than her actually just fighting?
Sure, and that might leave her like kind of defenseless while she does it.
I think it would. I think
that's the point. I don't know if it's like just using Dr. Blythe or like for puppeteering if that does it, or if it's specifically like the surgery stuff. But and yeah, I suppose she could
be
just
really messed up.
That would be really messed up. And the thing is, and that's the main reason why I would be interested in seeing that. Not because it would necessarily be the best idea tactically, but because you break Gon's heart. Now maybe it would be one of those things of like, you invoke his image, you must be a glutton for punishment.
I am thinking about it that way. I'm glad that you brought up Mustang and Envy, because in some ways I think that Gon he has currently found a blaming source for a point to blame his pain,
or at least something that needs to be blamed.
Well, no, currently I think he's blaming himself.
Yes,
and the thing is that he's okay with that right now. The thing is I think that if there's anything else that she does in an aggressive way, in any way towards Gon,
skew that a little bit.
It can skew that a little bit to the other side. So I think she's smart enough to go,
yep.
All right. My condolences. Maybe she even has a little bit of her compassion, empathy, that she had for Kamugi and the king.
The pain will all
extend
be over
out
in a
to Gon and be like, no one deserves this. I'm sorry. Like maybe she apologizes, and well, I mean, no, I don't think she actually will do that.
Yeah.
I think she'll just walk away and she'll prepare to run, and then Gon will be like, "Where are you going?" Like I imagine it more kind of the like, because Gon, when he's seemed scary, there's this like resolute aspect to him, because it's his will determining to basically achieve a certain objective.
Right.
The thing is now is I think that his will is wavering.
Yeah. And
so I see it not of a resolute, like terrifying, like that 116 energy.
Yeah.
I see it more along the lines of a like, where are you going?
Okay. If that ever did happen, I would not be worried about Neferpito at all, and I would actually be very worried about Gon.
I would too.
Because
that's
here's
the point.
thing.
That's the point. Yeah.
Because here's the thing. He can't beat Neferpito.
No.
Like they could try and do something where like if he was back at that 116 place, then maybe eventually, if they did some sort of like
he would have to have done something like we talked about during the time that he was
right, exactly,
waiting there or
because
something.
as far as the plot and the mechanics and all that stuff are concerned,
there's nothing there that should be able to beat Neferpito. I don't think story-wise you need him to be able to beat Neferpito to even make it a cool story. And this is another thing. This is a very cool instance of where discovery-based storytelling works so well. We don't need to have some epic fight. We don't need to have some, crazy, anger thing or whatever. All we really need is to look at Gon, specifically where he's at, because what Togashi does is basically just takes the characters' motivations and their inner workings and goes, what makes the most sense for them to do in this given moment? Right. And the thing is, as Gon is in a flux, kind of just...
It could be
anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
If he does go into that state that you were talking about where he, is basically wanting to kill Neferpito and all that, then what I would want to see happen is Neferpito is like, I don't want to kill this kid because he's just grieving right now. He's just a grieving kid, right?
Right.
And
he's no threat.
He's no threat. He's not really a threat to the king, actually. I was just scared in that moment because, of what would have happened if he had, say, killed Komugi, right? Because that would be how he would hurt the king.
Right, exactly.
But he can't actually physically hurt the king. He can't physically even really hurt me. I don't want to kill him. And then Killua basically comes up. That's when he arrives with Komugi. Sets her down. Goes up and gives Gon a hug. While he's in his, crazy whatever state, right? And it's basically Killua being able to not redeem himself because he didn't really do anything wrong. Him leaving was a good thing, I think. But the idea that he's like, okay, but now I can be here for Gon. And now, and I think Gon really is hurting right now when he sees, just Kite lying there like that.
Killua using, all of his speed just to get over there as fast as possible, because I don't know how much distance they traveled, but I assume it's
probably
a
decent way.
So, but I don't know how fast he could get there, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
All I'm just saying is that the way they set this up leaves for a perfect kind of omnidirectional kind of story launching pad for Gon specifically. Yeah, Neferpito, I think, is actually very easy to predict in this this instance. There's maybe three I would say three kind of dialogue choice trees for her. Sure. And
for the most part. Leave, kill Gon, help Gon. That's really
then,
all there is.
Like the third one I'm seeing not really necessarily being like a help Gon kind of thing, but more of a variation on the kill Gon kind of
something beyond.
No, this is like the 1% chance kind of thing. I see it being 70% leave, 29% kill Gon, and then 1%
just something else in case
the weird thing where he takes Kite and uses it. Stuff like that. Right. So it is actually kind of 2 in my mind.
Yeah, mostly.
And it's mostly just leave, Yeah. She has a duty to the king. And she's succeeded in her mission. If you think about it from her perspective, she's like, wow, I did it.
I basically broke this kid's spirit. He's also far away. I can just leave, go back to
Komugi's safe. Yeah. Okay, I will repair myself because I'm not in a rush. That's another thing. Yeah. If she was in a rush to get back to the king, I think she would look at the situation and go, he's emotionally CC'd. She'll take a couple steps back, be like, did he move? Nope. Take a couple steps back. Did he move? Okay, cool. I'm gone. And then just
leg swell, boom.
Yeah, and just she'd go straight back to the king. But because she's not in a rush, she's just like, okay. I guess I will.
Right. Regardless of whether I leave or stay here to kill this kid, I'd like to have my arms back. So
and I can probably move faster once my arm is slightly better, because then it won't fall off in my
it won't wake. I don't have to Naruto run, because it won't be dragging behind me from the wind resistance.
Or I'll be able to actually Naruto run without having it, just flop all.
But
I mean, it probably is painful.
Yeah. Now, one of the other things that's interesting is that because this is a very slight thing. Because of what Poof said to
Welfin,
and to
by extension to
Neferpito.
Yeah.
he didn't mention that the king died and was brought back and all that stuff. He didn't mention all that craziness that happened.
Right.
And also the fact that, yeah, Komugi is still in the hands of Killua. So if Killua did come back, one, that would immediately make, that would immediately make Neferpitou know what was going on, because Killua could just be like, oh, really? Huh, that's weird. Well, yeah, I've always had her. Oh, yeah. One of them tried to kill her,
Oh,
so.
well, I think he knows that's Poof, right?
Right. Oh, yeah, good point. I think he knows that's Poof. He's like, yeah, Poof tried to kill her. Yeah, okay, so you guys can handle that. I'm sure you have a lot of talking to do.
The one chance in 1,000, they all come back as a team.
Oh.
And they're like,
that would be amazing.
You're a traitor to everything. And Kill was like, yeah, and I'm, yeah.
So in that sense, it's actually kind of funny. There's a bit of a parallel of some family drama happening right now on both sides, right? Because you've got Gon and Killua. They need to like talk and just
debrief. Just process.
Yeah. Just go through all the stuff that's been happening, right? And then with Poof, it's like, well, that is also a little bit of an issue that needs a bit of a family meeting. So, yeah, I love the idea of them all coming back together as just that shot would be so.
It seems too happy, though.
It seems too happy, yeah. But like they could do something of like Killua being like, "Hey, my buddy here, he just needs some time. We're kind of done here. We got you, Komugi. So can you just like let the king know that like." He doesn't need to worry about us or something like that. I don't know, but
yeah, guys, this is an incredible episode. It was a good setup episode.
Yes. Great emotion from Gon.
Yeah, we're looking forward to the next 2 episodes. If you want to see the next 2 episodes' reactions right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get early access there. Any level of support gets you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us about stories and non-spoilery Hunter x Hunter stuff. Or yeah, whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.